Ron Burke, Editor-in-Chief for GamingTrend.com, and if you're joining us right after Computex 2021, you know exactly what these are. I guess if you can read, you can probably figure it out too. Today we're going to unbox the RTX 3070 Ti and the RTX 3080 Ti. Let's open these up, see what's inside. Inside the box is the card, obviously. Here's your warranty card, as well as the proprietary cable for conveniently combining your two PCIe power leads into a single connection to power the card. There's an instruction manual included that I highly doubt anyone has read, and a quick start guide that probably has seen an equal amount of read time. The RTX 3080 is exactly the same size as the RTX 3080 Ti, which will come as quite a surprise when we start looking at benchmarks. Throughout this 30 series card run, NVIDIA has stuck with 3 DisplayPort 1.4a and 1 HDMI 2.1 ports, so it's no surprise to see that continue on the 3080 Ti. Just for fun, here's a stack of 30 series cards going from the 3060 on the very bottom to the RTX 3080 Ti on top. There's no doubt that card aesthetics have improved, as this shot of a GTX 1080 Ti, an RTX 2080 Ti, and the RTX 3080 Ti shows. It's also clearly showing the evolution of cooling. Without further ado, let's get to what you came here for: benchmarks. There are a lot of interesting bits of information to glean from these benchmarks. Sure, there are standouts like the big number jumps, but it also indicates something subtle as well. Games that take advantage of new lighting techniques like RTX instead of performing complex calculations for baked-in lighting and shadows see a sizable boost over their contemporaries without that tech. By way of example, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is notoriously CPU-bound, so throwing more hardware at it will only go so far without RTX. But with the 3080 Ti, we see a rather significant jump. It seems there was some slack to be soaked up with the additional headroom on this new card. Also interesting in this list is the performance of Red Dead Redemption 2. As you saw in our in-depth look at the PC version, Rockstar's Wild West Adventure will bring just about any video card to its knees. 2 years of patches and updates have made 4K 60 possible, with the RTX 3080 putting in about 60 frames, and the RTX 3080 Ti pushing that to a very comfortable 73 frames per second. Push every slider to the right and enjoy the game as Rockstar intended. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is one of the first games to take advantage of RTX lighting, and as such has had the most time to refine. Not only is 4K 60 at maximum quality possible, you can hit those numbers with frames to spare on cards with RTX. In fact, we've reached a silly 125 frames per second at 4K resolution at this point, pushing into frame rates normally reserved for shooters. It's also remarkable how much of an improvement we see with Horizon Zero Dawn, hitting 69 frames per second there. We see similar jumps almost universally across the board. You can really see which games are optimized to take advantage of RTX technology, but never underestimate the value of throwing raw hardware at something. Even games that are notoriously stubborn like Valhalla and Immortals Phoenix Rising make a rather significant jump at 4K. It absolutely surprised no one that the RTX 3080 Ti would be powerful, but seeing numbers that are normally reserved for the 3-slot, power-hungry $1,400 RTX 3090, but in a shell the same size as the 3080, is astounding. Do yourself a favor and do not hesitate when pre-ordering. This thing is going to fly off the shelves pretty much instantly. Thanks for joining us for this review of the GeForce RTX 3080 Ti. Look for our full written review at GamingTrend.com for this card, as well as the GeForce RTX 3070 Ti. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ron Burke, Editor-in-Chief for GamingTrend.com. Stay safe, happy gaming. We'll see you again very soon.